Just think for a second about the last kind of big purchase you made. Was it a new phone, a car, maybe just a new pair of shoes you really wanted? What was that exact moment you decided, yep, I need that? Just hold on to that thought, because we're about to break that feeling down.
See, here's the thing. Every single purchase, from a can of soda to a brand new laptop, it follows this surprisingly predictable pattern. It's not just random chance. There's a script, and once you understand it, you become a way, way smarter consumer.
Okay, so the whole journey kicks off right here with this one concept that marketers call problem recognition. Now, I know it sounds a little textbooky, but this is honestly the most important stage. Without this, nothing gets sold, ever. This is the spark.
So what does that actually mean? Well, officially, it's that moment you realize there's a difference between your current reality, what is, and some better ideal situation, what should be. It's that little nagging feeling that, hey, something could be better.
Every single purchase is born right here, in this gap. It's the space between two states of mind. On one side, you've got your existing state, right? How you feel right now about your phone, your car, your clothes. And on the other side, there's the desired state, that shiny vision of something newer, faster, more stylish. And it's the gap between those two things that lights the fire, that creates the actual motivation to go out and buy something.
Okay, but here's where it gets really juicy. You think marketers just sit around patiently waiting for you to feel this gap on your own? No way. They have a whole influence engine designed specifically to create that gap for you. Or, at the very least, to make it feel a whole lot bigger.
Right. Their job isn't to just wait for you to have a problem. It's to accelerate it. They actively work to make that gap between your what is and what should be feel like a giant canyon that you absolutely have to cross right now. And they've got two main ways of doing it. Strategy number one is, well, it's a little sneaky. They work on making you feel unhappy with the stuff you already have. They'll run ads that are designed to make your current product feel obsolete or old-fashioned. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like those toothbrush ads with the precisely angled bristles that suddenly make your plain old toothbrush seem totally useless. What they're doing is attacking your existing state, making you dissatisfied.
Now, the second strategy is probably even more common, and this is all about cranking up your desired state. This is where they make the new thing seem completely essential. They'll roll out these game-changing features you never even knew you needed, like a fridge with 3 doors or a smart TV that can order you a pizza. They're promising this amazing new level of satisfaction, making that desired state seem so, so good. And hey, it's usually just one easy payment away, right?
But here's a super important detail. Just noticing a small gap, that's usually not enough to get you to open your wallet. That gap has to cross what's called a threshold level. Think of it like a tipping point. It's the moment when the tension, the desire, gets so strong that you feel like you have to do something about it. And marketers, they don't just create the gap, they crank up that tension with things like limited time offers or showing you all your friends with the cool new thing, all to push you right over that threshold.
Okay, so the tension is high, you've recognized the problem, and now you're officially shopping. So what happens next? Well, we move to the next stage of the playbook, the great information hunt. You need answers, and you're gonna go find them.
Now, this search for info usually breaks down into 2 types. For the simple, everyday stuff, like your favorite brand of coffee, you do an internal search. You just, search your own brain, your memories, your experiences. Easy. But for the bigger, higher stakes decisions, a car, a house, a new laptop, that's when you launch an external search. This is a full-on, deliberate mission to get information from the outside world. Reviews, friends, the internet, you name it.
So what makes us dig deeper and do more research? Well, some of these are pretty obvious, right? If something's expensive, of course you're going to research it more. There's more money on the line. If it's your first time buying something, you've got nothing to go on. But check out that socially visible factor. Isn't that interesting? If other people are going to see the product, like a new jacket or a watch, we search way more. Why? Because it feels like our own reputation is part of the purchase.
So we search for all this information to make a better choice. And, in the age of the internet, we've got more information at our fingertips than any other time in history. And that has to be a good thing, right? Well, maybe not always.
Let me just ask you this. Have you ever been researching a product and ended up more confused than when you started? You've got 20 tabs open, you're reading reviews, and you're just lost. If that sounds familiar, you've actually experienced a very, very real phenomenon.
Yeah, check this out. Some groundbreaking research from a guy named Jacob Jacoby found something that just blew my mind. He discovered that while people felt better and more satisfied when they had more data, get this, they actually made poorer purchase decisions. Too much information didn't make them smarter. It led to paralysis, confusion, and ultimately worse choices.
And this exact thing has a name. It's called information overload. It's all that excess data that doesn't actually bring you any real benefits. Instead, it just confuses you, it makes it harder to see what's really important, and it can lead you to make a bad call. It's like we're trying so hard to find the perfect answer that we end up just drowning in all the noise.
So let's just tie this all together, right? It all starts with that simple gap in our minds, which is then often made much bigger by marketers who are literal experts at manufacturing need. Our natural reaction is to go on a hunt for information to make the right call. But as we just saw, that very hunt can sometimes lead us down the wrong path. It's this powerful and a lot of the time totally invisible cycle.
And that really brings us to the final, most important takeaway here. The next time you feel that powerful pull, that urge to buy something new, just pause for a second and ask yourself one simple question. Was this a problem that I came up with on my own? Or was this problem created for me? The answer to that question might just change everything you do next.